Also, it appears that there's 2 tortilla chips.
Hey.
Wait, actually, it kind of really works with my
Actually,
fit.
you fucking slay.
Wait, your sister's gonna be, she's gonna think I'm so cool. Those shoes could not be bigger.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the best interview ever. I have the best guest ever. Folks, you know her from stand-up. You know her from this season of Hacks, anybody?
Come on.
You know her from, you've probably definitely seen her in commercials.
Here we go.
She's an ascending star.
Come on.
She's in the sky.
Let's go.
She's burning bright.
Yep.
It's Alyssa Limperis, everybody.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
I'm wonderful. It's great to be here.
Thanks so much for doing the show.
I am so glad
You're
there's.
already eyeing the snacks.
I'm really glad that there's just a closed jar, a hermetically sealed jar of salsa.
Yeah, I have
with
not
veggie chips.
pre-opened
You haven't
that
pre-opened
at
it.
all.
There's with some Keebler peanut butter sandwich crackers that I have to be God honest. I thought they discontinued these in 2006. Meat that is sweating bullets.
Yeah.
When I saw Drew take a bite of that, I gasped.
Yeah, you're not in the hot seat. The small discs of salami are in the hot seat today. They are sweating. And you know it's good. They're burning the calories before you consume them.
Yeah, and are these electrolyte packets in the chips? What do we?
I honestly don't know.
Okay,
I kind of panicked because you're vegan, no?
I'm vegan and so you got bigger problems than just vegan. I'm vegan and such a germ freak that the idea of even the plastic touching the chip. Also, it appears that there's 2 tortilla chips.
We are off to such a good start.
Look,
what about the loose grapes?
I can't even begin to start with the loose grapes on a footstool. I applaud the, I like hosting. I like hosting. To me, hosting is sort of an art. So
Okay.
I love that you have food. I like that you show up because it's very, you're a little bit Greek.
I'm a little bit Greek, yeah.
It's very Greek to be like, I'm going to make sure people have food. So I do appreciate
Yes.
the food. I have some,
Some notes?
some presentation notes perhaps, but
I mean, go crazy. You want to?
I think I just
You actually
gave
don't
them-
want to touch it, actually.
I think the presentation notes are, it would maybe take up a little bit too much time.
So what I was trying to do, so it's funny that you say you clocked the hosting right away.
That's right.
Because I'm not just I don't know if I'm a host of a show so much as I approach this like I kind of want it to be a Christmas morning energy. I really want you to be like comfortable and happy and surprised and delighted.
That's Christmas morning is so nice. Can I tell you what is my actual favorite part of holidays? Mm-hmm. Christmas morning. I'm very Greek and I love the night.
Christmas night, Christmas day night.
I love Christmas
just any night.
Yeah, but I love Christmas night. I love Easter night. I love night because I feel like there's a lot of people there during the day, and then at night around 8 to 1 a.m. when it's just your close family and you're picking at the food and you're eating the leftovers and you're staying and you're laughing. That's my. If I were dying tomorrow, that's what I would ask for. It's my loved ones to be in my home till 1 a.m.
Right,
picking
the
at the
pastry plate is mostly crumbs, but people are still picking.
Exactly.
The bottle of bread is basically done.
Exactly.
Yes.
You're kind of just mixing. You're mixing the bottoms of wines.
Yes.
You're whatever.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah, you've got your own home
That
blend.
is heaven. That's bliss to me.
When I was a kid, I used to stay up late to be a part of that and I would put for Easter specifically. I would put my candy in a wine glass and have it with it. And
chic.
One time, my Greek grandmother had to give me the Heimlich because
you gulped.
I gulped a pink Starburst. And she, very unflappable, Grandma Kay just went, Heimlich, and got up from her seat and fully gave me the Heimlich, pink Starburst going across the way. And then from that year on, we switched it to red Gatorade I would put in.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
That's so funny because I was just with my friends and we're coming off of, I don't know when this is coming out, but right now we're coming off of Greek Easter week and you hold candles a lot in the
A different
services.
kind of Greek week.
A different kind of Greek week.
Yeah.
But honestly, probably very similar amounts of debauchery, very similar amounts of drinking.
Yeah.
But hair lights on fire a lot because you're holding candles in the church service. There's this moment where everyone holds candles. And
they haven't figured out the not getting everyone on fire
absolutely
yet.
not. And I am not kidding. This year, I'm just holding my candle and I hear, oh my God! And I look over and there's a billowing smoke. Someone's whole hair lit on fire. It's kind of what happened.
Smelled up the church?
Smelled up the church.
Church in K-Town, right?
Church in K-Town.
I remember you saying this at the book reading.
Book reading, yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, reeks of hair burned. But yeah, there was an old woman who just unflappable, didn't miss a beat, just went, you're fine. Like,
That's what I'm
move
saying.
on.
Yeah,
Like, move on. It's like, yeah, okay.
You're choking,
Hair
you're on
fire, it's fine.
Whatever, we move on.
We move on.
We celebrate.
Yeah, exactly.
Pass the baklava.
Exactly. I think they're really stuck on the depression too. They're always just like, we went through the depression. I think the depression really...
And they're aging out of that. They can't say that really anymore. Like at a certain point, we're like 5 to 10 years away from the elderly people not being able to say I lived through the depression.
Yeah, but they're
you lived
just
through
like
Reagan. You lived through trickle down.
You had a big house for you paid $20,000.
You sort of had the sweet spot of America if you are, middle upper class.
Yeah, and come on, we lived through depression.
Okay.
Zoom in.
Get that. Yeah, we're punching in. We're punching in.
Okay.
And we're breaking in. I love
crack
it.
in. I think it's going to
and
take.
we are cracking in.
I think this is going to take me back to a different time. I have not had one of these.
And your water is on standby, right? Because
Oh,
I
yeah.
have to imagine that's the driest thing of all time. How's that mouth feel?
So dry, so already stressed, like the Heimlich, or we're going to have to do something.
Yeah.
But I'm at lunch. I
Yeah,
just
take
had
me there.
recess. There's something very, I'm, that's all I remember. What else did we do? I took algebra. I don't know.
Algebra? And what year of school?
What year's
lunch?
algebra? Eighth
Algebra
grade?
feels, I don't know. So a little fun fact about me. I was in the same level math class for...
This is incredible. Honestly, I'm sorry for any slander I gave to the Keebler name. These hold up. These are great, and I want them back in my life.
You're about to get sent to your house a full thing of these, and you're going to really regret it.
No, never.
But
Keebler,
it'll be...
it's what you eat.
I only went to public schools that had like 4,000 kids my whole entire life, and I definitely think I fell through the cracks and have an undiagnosed learning disability. I was in the same level math class. It was called Math A, and Math B was like the advanced one. I was in Math A from 8th grade to the first semester of my senior year of high school. So I had not leveled out of like...
And what do you know what was in Math A? Like, how far did we get in Math A? Algebra. I think we maybe
stopped
a little geometry.
like very rudimentary geometry, and then once we got to statistics, and we were out. We were out.
Here's the thing. My mom, so my brothers, my brother, my grandpa, my aunt, my mom are all like math people.
You're not math people?
No.
Were you finance?
Well, yes. Okay. So he did his research.
I'm saying.
So my mom was a math teacher, and you saying fall through the cracks. I'm like, I was just thinking of this lately of how like grateful I am, because there's no way if my mom wasn't a math teacher I wouldn't have fallen through the cracks, because I was not naturally good at it. I didn't understand it, but every night I'd just come home and she'd help me with it. So yeah.
And it was an extension of the work she was already doing.
100%, but there's no way I would have been good at it if not.
My mom sold ad space on radio stations, and my dad was an alcoholic lawyer. So I was a latchkey kid. Instead of learning math, I got into the WWF.
Yeah,
so
okay.
That's kind of where
Honestly,
landed.
there's way worse ways to go in high school. Like, I think WWF is kind of...
Yeah, and I found, honestly, some of like my geekiest, safest friends...
I bet.
...of all time, now friends for like 20 years through that fandom. So,
no, that feels... That feels nice. No, I definitely had like the opposite, because my mom was a teacher, my dad was a sheet metal salesman, and and again...
That's New England.
Is that New England? Yeah, sheet metal salesman and a math teacher. Yeah, and we lived with my papu, so my papu lived with us. So I was like the opposite of a latchkey kid. And so then when I went to...
Older brother,
just people around in the house all the time. So when I went to college, I was very like, whoa.
And you gave a commencement speech at your college.
I did. This guy.
Yeah.
This guy.
In fact, I have a little game prepared.
Oh,
Are you ready? So you gave a commencement speech at your college. I read it in full. I watched it in full.
Whoa.
Yep. And you're a celebrity in your own right, but plenty of celebrities have given commencement speeches.
Yes.
How well do you remember your commencement speech?
I don't know.
So we're going to play a game of which celebrity said this during a commencement speech.
And it's either me
it's
or
either
a different
you
celebrity.
Or a different
Wow,
celebrity. And then
okay.
you get a bonus point if you guess the celebrity.
All right.
Okay. Stay hungry, stay foolish.
It ain't me.
Yeah, any guesses for who?
Conan?
Steve Jobs.
Ah, okay.
There is no such thing as failure. Failure is just life trying to move us in another direction.
That's nice. Okay, it's not me.
You're certain it's not you?
I'm not certain it's not me.
Because I will say, really good speech.
Is that from me?
It's not. It's
Okay.
Oprah.
Okay, you know what I was gonna say? You know who I thought it was? I was gonna say Lisa Kudrow, because have you seen hers?
No. Where did she?
I don't know, but she gives this wonderful speech that I feel like I've gone back to a lot of, essentially.
Like in your life, not
In my
prepping
life.
for your.
No, in my life, where it's like she was in Frasier. And she was in Frasier and got
And that's
as
mostly what the speech is about.
Isn't that awesome?
And I go back to it.
awesome?
It's a touchstone for me in my life.
And I go, God, she was in it.
But everyone's talking about Friends and the comeback, but Frasier.
So she was in Frasier as the lead. Shoots it. They cut her. They say it's not
my
working.
God.
She.
For BB?
I don't know.
Maybe?
I don't know. But she is then like devastated because she's like, I'm not in this. Like it was so close. And then she's devastated. Goes through some time. Gets into Friends, and then of course Friends changed her life, and so
Friends do tend to change your life.
they really do.
And I'm so sorry.
They change your life for the worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
but
we were
basically,
fighting.
I just love that speech in terms of like you just have to. It's kind of the same thing as failure. So that's why I thought it was that of just trust that failures are redirecting you and trust that everything's happening the way it should. Okay, next.
I like to say that I didn't give a commencement speech, but everything is it's either the thing or a lesson. You know, it's either the thing or it's a lesson.
And I think if you focus on that was the thing and I didn't get it, you're in trouble.
Right.
Because then you're looking literally backwards, and I have to help. Like that's a hard thing that you have to train on. But if the more you look here, it's just not going to change. Whereas if you look here, you're like, that sucks, but what else can I do? Then there's something there. So you gotta freaking turn your head around.
We're all just like, you know, God is dropping us like a Plinko disc
Yes,
at the top.
yes,
And, you know,
and and we're getting to whatever space we're going to get to, no matter what.
No matter
Nothing
what.
We can't fight our way to a different
No.
space.
And you know how people say, like, when people tell you who you, or when people show you who they are, believe
them.
I think, like, if something's telling you no, believe
Believe
that.
it.
And just, like, you know.
Totally.
And if it really doesn't feel wrong, getting chills. If it really doesn't feel wrong and you disagree, then let it reacquaint you with your own audacity of like, and your delusion of self-belief, because that's important too.
And this is also like, I was just talking to my mom about this, because anyway, I just think even changes in my, like,
No, come on.
do you want, okay. Basically.
I mean, unless you don't.
No, but I don't want to step on potentially something. Anyway, so yeah, my dad died and my mom moved out of my home, and there was just this vacuum of life, and I was so lost and like lonely, and I feel like I spent a lot of those early years looking back at like I lost this big beautiful thing and I have a hole, and I just kept looking back, and then eventually I was like, well, if I want it, I have to find it in my current life. And then that's when I started being involved in my Greek community, and then I have this big now beautiful Greek. I basically was missing my Greekness and where I came from, and now I just have it in LA, and I wouldn't have had it if I just kept looking back. I would have just kept going home. I would have kept finding it in my past, and then it helped me be like, oh no, now I had Greek friends over till 1 a.m. last night, and I was eating Greek food at 3 a.m. the night prior with different friends, and it's like all that would literally not exist if I wasn't brought to the place of loneliness and hollowness that I was like, I have to find this.
So you're in, if I'm understanding you correctly, you're like saying that emptiness, that loneliness was means to an end for right now, or are you saying that, that is what you're saying.
Again, and I don't even know if I like means to an end, because again, it's like, would I rather be home with my dad and mom and like my big Greek family? Of course, but if I just focused on like, for a while, I was just focusing on the gap that was left from that. And then once I focused on, okay, I really liked parts of that. How can I rebuild that in my life here? How can I learn how to cook Greek food, connect with Greek people, have Greek traditions? Like, have friends that come to my house and stay there, and I give them leftovers to take home. Like, now I have that.
Right. And it's not that the hole that was created in the tragedy that you faced, like, it's not that it's not there, but it's been paved over by like the infrastructure of your new community.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. So now, and I would not have gotten there if not for, so yeah, letting hard times, I guess, and I have to learn that all the time. Letting failures, letting hard times be like, what is it that you want? And then how can I use this to go build it?
This community that we have created here with each other doesn't disappear because we drive away. It simply relocates and spreads.
That's Alyssa Limperis commencement speech. Go Panthers 2012!
2012, that is absolutely right. Ding, 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 ding.
Yes.
You might never fail on the scale I did, but some failure in life is inevitable.
Me last night. Come on.
Hey, I know that, sister. Let's
go. Okay, say that one more time.
You might never fail on the scale I did, but some failure in life is inevitable.
This bug is, see, that's
There's a bug on the sweaty
in
knee.
a major way. I guess, could that be Lisa Kudrow and you were burying the lead that you hadn't, no, who?
J.K. Rowling. J.K. Rowling, 2008, sort of before the failure.
Yeah, I've never read them.
Yeah, and don't. Let's see here. We were forced to look within and ask the hard questions, figure out who we were, who we wanted to be, and what would make us happy.
Me?
That's you.
Yeah.
You remember it better than you're giving credit for.
Yeah, which is cool because I have not revisited it, so it's cool to be like, oh, I remember.
And this is like, did you have a secret desire in your belly to be a comedian, like always, or
so funny
was it like latent in here because you're like couldn't include a lot of them because they're so blue? No, it's because they're very campus specific and it would give it away. But like you're cracking jokes.
Totally. It's funny you say that because so I had done improv and sketch, but doing this speech was the first time where I was like, I want to do stand up. So
Because you crushed.
I don't even know if I crushed, but I liked the feeling. And it's interesting even hearing you say it, I'm like, it's kind of similar to my solo show. Like clearly I was interested in this idea of seriousness, joke. So it makes sense that I ended up finding myself in solo shows versus just hard stand-up. But definitely this speech and holding the attention of people, breaking the tension, definitely made me be like, I want to do stand-up. And do you want to know something nice?
Yeah, tell me.
I have a very strong memory of seeing my dad in the audience. And my friends' parents were sitting next to my dad and they were watching and they told me like, your dad was so proud. And my dad never got to see my career do anything. He never really got to see me perform. So I take a lot of solace in knowing that like he did kind of see me perform in a way.
That's really beautiful. Drew, can we bring out Dad's closet?
Wow!
I know you're wearing a lovely outfit, but I brought some dad closet stuff. Do you mind if we wear the rest in our dad's clothes?
I would be honored.
They're clean. They're dry cleaned.
Yeah, okay. The meat's clean too. There's a bug crawling all over it. Okay. Wow. Drew, would you do the honors?
Yeah. Will you Drew the honors?
Come on.
Come on with it.
Wow, wait, actually it kind of really works with my fit.
You fucking slay.
Wait, your sister's gonna she's gonna think I'm so cool.
And
That is also those shoes could not be bigger. I don't know if there's ever been.
Well, see, you're wearing my stuff because you would be swimming in it. I wanted to create the real Raid the Dad's Closet effect where it's oversized.
Wait.
This is,
Wait.
These are size 18.
Oh my God.
And this jacket is a 5XL big and tall.
Oh my God.
I'm sort of.
All right, so ready? Let's do New England dads, okay? At a potty. So how are you?
I'm all right. You want a beer?
Yeah, I'll take a beer.
All right. Carol, can you get me a beer?
Hey, please, can we get 2 beers?
Hey, Carol, can you
Carol?
fetch us some beer? Carol, some Corona with the lime?
Thank you. I
Thank
don't
you.
do lime. It's too spicy for me.
Spicy?
Yeah.
All right, it's the indigestion?
Yeah. I got
how's
the
your
acid
cholesterol,
reflux.
by the way?
Oh, horrible.
Yeah, well, we lean in, right?
We lean in, yeah. We're all going to the same place.
You watch the game?
Of course.
All right, me too.
Yeah.
All right, that felt good.
Yeah, that felt nice.
Yeah, that felt good. And this is honestly kind of a sleigh. And
No.
who would have thought that the shoes go too?
Like literally, can you think of a better outfit I planned for this look? Okay.
It really doesn't give dad for you. It gives like, you know.
It gives, yeah. Give me the full. Yeah, I want the full. Can you pan? Okay, can we start here and can you pan up? Yeah.
And then when you're done, just whip to me.
Yeah, great. Wow, this is so nice. This is really nice.
This blazer was vetoed by my sister for the wedding, but I
Oh, is
kept
that right?
it. This is one of the things I didn't return. Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
You can never go wrong with a nice black blazer.
Yeah, and there's some asymmetry to it that I appreciate.
But that's fun.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I think that's enough for the game, for the little game that we played, the graduation game.
You know what's also funny is a lot of my friends that night, like, because it was the final night so the night before was like the final night of college, so everyone went out really late.
I had never been more fucked up than at my
Of course,
graduation.
but I was like, so I was locking in on my speech, so I kind of, I missed the festivities of it all, but I was,
because were
so
you
I was
like
locking in.
straight up like
Yeah.
you
I was
were
like,
hacking and slashing and punching up,
Yeah, and I wanted to be like as memorized
full in
as
the mirror
possible.
and stuff?
I don't think
Do you do that shit?
No, I really don't like looking at myself, which is probably something not so,
Congruent. So
good.
Yeah.
But I don't like looking at myself.
you
so
did just Amanda Vanity shoot. Just.
I
But you won't
guess-
be watching it back.
But yeah, I won't be watching it back. I have learned how to put on my makeup fully without looking in a mirror.
That's impressive.
So I really don't like looking in the mirror, but I do practice out loud. Walking in the car.
A repetition thing.
Yeah.
I never believed in that shit really. Like the traditional rehearsing in a mirror sort of.
Personally, I think we should not perceive ourselves, because then you're focused on what you look like versus what you're trying to express,
Right.
what you're trying to emote. Whereas if I look at myself and I don't like how that's not what it's about to me.
Right.
Acting is like, what are you feeling? What are you trying to express? What are you wanting? Versus like what you look like.
Right,
That
and we're
just-
not performing for how we want to be perceived.
Correct.
That is not what a performance is.
Exactly, no.
So you mentioned the vivid memory, very sweet, of your dad watching you. He was a comedy fan, I take it.
Definitely,
yeah? Goofball?
definitely. Goofball.
Did he give you like the best of SNL DVDs and stuff? My dad was that guy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And we watched a lot of Seinfeld. We watched a lot
too.
of The Office.
Yeah.
We watched a lot of Three Stooges. I love Lucy.
I watched, yes.
Yes, we were on that same.
Yeah.
We were on that. The Honeymooners. I grew up on, old school comedy. I guess
Yeah.
my dad loved it, and we did community theater together when we were.
Are you serious?
Yes. Yes.
What plays?
We did
This is amazing.
The Christmas Carol. I was the ghost of Christmas Past. My dad desperately wanted to be Marley. Didn't get it. Lost out to probably a child. And they gave him the role of narrator. So
A lot of lines?
but he just had to read. He felt so slighted and so underutilized that he would improvise a lot.
He's like, this Dickens could be punched up. So,
He literally improvised the one part you can't improvise, and he
which is?
just the narration. You know,
right.
you're telling.
I thought like a specific
no.
part, like, and God bless us everyone, you fucking bastard, or whatever.
But I remember in a rehearsal once, he was literally, I don't know how it happened, but he just started like singing like, I never promised you a rose garden. Not even, I don't know how he got there. And we all got scolded after the rehearsal. Like, guys,
Was it for the church?
it was not for the church.
Oh, it was the community theater.
Community theater, and they were like, we have to stay on book. And so he was a cut up. Yeah, I think he would have been a comedian. Like, he just didn't have, he grew up-
The resources.
yeah,
and-
but if he were still alive, I feel like we would have totally made videos together and done stuff together. Like, he was very funny and was very a great writer, and so he taught me a lot of. I feel like my writing is all from him helping me and being hard on me in a good way about my writing from a young age.
Not to be too saccharine, but like that means that your writing is basically an extension of his writing now.
Totally,
you know,
and I
like-
feel that literally about everything.
Yeah.
Everything. I'm like, this is for both of us, for
Yeah,
sure, and
yeah,
an
yeah.
extension of both of us. Yeah.
Yeah, what happens like for a while it was a little unhealthy for me, but like just the way you think about legacy and carrying things with you after the loss of a parent is so life-changing. The best advice I ever got in a time of grief was when my father passed away. My high school theater director, who became like a family friend after I graduated college, or after I graduated high school, partly because when I was in college, his home, I think, flooded, or there was a fire, and my dad took him in.
Oh my gosh.
And he mentioned to me, he was like, when we lose, with grief this immense, you don't move on, you move forward with it. And like that image of like either like deciding, kind of like how you were talking about with like the hole that your church now fills, like that visualization of seeing something, leaving it there and moving on from it, but instead rather taking it with you like it's like a resource or utility belt or whatever, and something that you now rely on, really changed the way I function in my daily life.
Yeah, me too, because it makes it, someone told me this recently, because I still, whatever, someone told me this about like sadness, and not even...
You still get sad? Still get sad? It's kind of crazy.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Yeah, I have depression and stuff, and I'm come on. Go Panthers! And I'm medicated for it and everything, but
Okay, brag.
Yeah. But I do feel, obviously it still comes on, and my friend was saying that their mom told them that you don't ever like get over, like you're not, life is not like you reach a place where you're like, oh, I'm never lonely, I'm never sad, you carry it with you and you take it as you go. So it's like, oh, if you're feeling sad, great, take the sadness, but keep doing everything you're doing, and slowly it'll go away. But I think the problem is when we're like, oh, I'll stay with this. I want to just stay with the sadness for a second.
Right, when you start spooning with it.
Oh, I want to spoon with depression. I want to just stay. And it's hard because literally your brain is telling you, like, hang with me, hang with me. And all you have to do is be like, come on, we're going to go outside. And it's so, but then once you go, you slowly do get better. So it's the same with grief. It's like, just take it with you, and then slowly you're like, oh, look at what we're doing.
Right, yeah. and it is this thing that you have with you. And for you, I mean, I can only imagine the look at what we're doing. Part of it must be very nice. I hope that you take those moments.
Definitely, yeah.
And in that respect, what was the... you spoke about like this phase of your life in the blast radius of your father's passing, where you were looking backwards.
Yeah.
Where in your timeline does the looking backwards shift into using that as a muse, because your special is all about that stuff? So
I would argue that period of time was still my looking back. Not that it was bad, I was making art out of it, but I would clump that still with the looking back. Again, loved doing it, but I think that special, I started doing that show a month after my dad died. Because I was already doing stand-up, so then I came back. I didn't want to do my old stuff, and my friend was like, I have 30 minutes at the Experiment Comedy Theater or something. Do you want to come do a set? And I was like, sure, and then I tried out just kind of talking about it, and that had to be like, a month after my dad died. So,
that's madness.
And then I just built this thing, and I felt like I was hanging out with my dad and getting to keep him there, and then my mom would come, and my family members would come. So in a way, I think it was my way of grieving and coping and continuing to stay in that space.
Right, not landlocking yourself into only grief, sort of like it sounds like you were bringing your comedy to Grief Island, not taking grief to Comedy Island.
I think that's right, but then I think when my special ended and when like my mom moved out of the house and when I was in LA and everything stopped, that's when it became like...
It was like an exorcism.
It was an exorcism, and then that's when the hole felt very big, and I was looking at it and I was like, oh, it's there. But what do we do? And then that's when I can really chart a lot of my like building of a life here. Yeah,
I am just going to straight up say that is so inspiring. Oh. Because it really is, because in prepping this interview was like, and this is the way optics and grief goes. It's like, I would never guess that period was, you're still sort of like, I don't know what it's called. I feel like it's a French word for blade. When you're like rock climbing or whatever, yes. Like you're harnessed to your grief. Belay!
Belay on!
Belay on!
Yeah.
There's definitely a rock climber named Blade who belays.
Oh.
And they are non-binary. I'm sorry. anyway, so I would have never guessed that that time when you were filming your special was a time when you were still sort of weighed down by your grief, and so when I was prepping for this interview, I was like, gosh, I can't relate to that, because first I sort of similarly but not, because different scales, but when I was in the comedy scene in New York, you know, on a UCB house team or whatever, and come on with it. The team was called Dog People. My whole persona became that I was a person in grieving, and that my dad had died, and I was having a hard time. I was like, how am I going to approach this? Because, you know, and then I totally did the opposite. I stopped performing. I went dark on social media for like 3 years because my whole persona was just like, I have a dad that I miss or whatever. And so it's just so nice and inspiring to hear you say that you know, hadn't moved on from where you were at in the grieving process, that all took place. And also that you can look at even your highs as like, yeah, that is still an active byproduct of my depressive state.
100%. And so it's very interesting. So and of course, obviously, I'm sorry that you went through this as well, and I'm sorry that, I think we also were not, you know, we didn't necessarily have the tools yet. We were living a very scrappy life. Even I think.
And there is the pressure of like, well, I need to be online, and I need to be making jokes every day, and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, well, this is the only thing I'm thinking about.
It's so colossal. Your whole world falls out, and you're like, I cannot possibly not think about this or talk about this all the time. But I did my solo show like 1 week ago, again, for the first time. So that would be 10 years since I first did it.
That's great. I remember you mounting it at UCB New York. Totally. I saw it. Yeah.
I did it for it was like this Parmenter Foundation, which is a great group that like supports folks who need hospice or grieving support. And it was so funny because I did the show and I was like, it was a girl. Like I was talking about a girl.
You were removed from it in a brand new way.
In a brand new way. I was like, I'm talking about a girl who went through this, but I was no longer, like, obviously I'm still the girl who went through it, but my life looks so different, and I'm so on the other side that and I had an interview about it, and she was like, what advice would you give your younger self? And I just started crying, because I was like, the only thing I went back, when I did it this time, all I could see was like, oh, that's a girl in pain. That's a girl in crisis. That's a girl hurting.
Who then you have to jump back in the body of.
Yeah, but that was in a way helpful because it allowed me to track my growth and be like, oh wow, I've come a long way since the person who.
Sort of your Justin Bieber Coachella moment.
Exactly.
Sort of like that.
Sort of like that.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah. Also made 10 mil for that.
Yeah. I made a cool 10 mil.
Yeah. Amazing.
But yeah, and. So,
I do mean that in earnest. Like, I'm not a Bieber fan, but like I found
stunning.
that like an exercise in like nurturing your inner child and like
totally.
Yeah.
So that's definitely how I felt. I felt proud of that version of me because I knew like, oh, she was so scared. She was so scared and figuring it out. So it was nice to go back and visit her and my dad, but also the minute it ended, I was like, whew, I'm glad to go back to my life. I'm glad that I'm not living in this time.
Do you think you'll ever do it again, or is that you
Sure,
retiring?
I'll do it again.
Like a jersey?
I'll do it again. If I think if there's a group that it can like benefit, I'm happy to do it again. In that capacity for sure. I don't think I would do it just for fun.
Yeah. Incredible. So we have other than both having only one living parent, we also are of Italian Greek descent. I want to play a game where like you stop me when I name something better than, let's say, homemade spanakopita or something.
Which I just made last night.
Did you really?
Yes.
Oh, I guess that makes sense.
For Greek Easter.
Yeah.
My friend helped me clean the spinach, and he was like, I can't believe we're doing this. It's a long process.
It is really
long process.
Yeah, I feel like with regards to Greek food, it was like in my place, it was like my aunts were bakers, so we would have a baklava.
Did they make homemade phyllo?
No.
Okay. No, mine neither.
They were like pastry, like sweets. And we would just house really kind of gross like artichokes. We would just like house
Yeah.
artichokes.
Interesting.
It was like a crime scene.
Wait, so can you tell me the question again? I'm not sure if I
We're
understand
not.
the game.
We haven't gotten there yet.
Great. I cut you
So
off.
I'm gonna name foods from either Italian or Greek side of our families, and you stop me when I've named something that you like better or think is better than homemade spanakopita.
Oh, I see. It's like that. Okay.
It's like
Also,
a
I just
King of
kinda-
Mountain
Yeah, I just kind of want to say to the folks at home, I grew up 100% Greek. I grew up Greek as can be. I Greek danced. I folk danced. I worked at the Greek festival. I was in Goya. I
So-
was Greek, spoke Greek. And then at a certain point, I was like, everyone speaks Greek in my family. It's like, we are 100% Greek. My aunt does 23andMe, 25% Italian. Shook the family.
I would have guessed
Broke
that
the family.
Just that you passed the eye test.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I mean,
25 is a lot.
25 is a lot. So that means my dad was probably 25. So I'm, what is that? 12, 25?
I don't,
Hey, math A.
Yeah,
Math A, you're going, I don't
it's
even-
going right over my head, sister. I'll get back
Okay.
to you in 4 years.
All right, homemade
Okay.
spanakopita is the winner for now.
Okay. Chicken souvlaki straight off the grill.
I am
Charcoal.
vegan, so it's gonna go spanakopita. This might hurt your
Yeah.
Summer.
Well, next one, eggplant parm.
spanakopita.
Pasticcio with that thick layer of cream on top.
I made that last night too, and again, I make these vegan now. I would take vegan pastizzo over vegan spanakopita.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would have brought you a piece, Pidimo.
I'm sorry.
You come over if you want one.
Hey.
I have plenty of leftovers.
And
okay.
I got an appetite, so.
Okay, come on.
Come on with it. Penne alla vodka that actually tastes like the vodka was worth the money.
There is a penne alla vodka at Crossroads that's vegan.
The thrift store?
Yeah, it's in the back corner. Someone left it there. It's in a container. I go in once a
Sweaty.
week. Sweaty. It's hot. Yeah, it's a big bowl. It's been there for years. Crossroads Kitchen. This is crazy. I'm sorry. I'm going with that.
That specifically,
That
though.
specific.
Big
Crossroads
plug.
penne alla vodka, the spicy penne. I'm probably going over anything.
Greek salad, but the salad, it's like mostly about the feta.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
So like, no.
I like coriatiki, which is that, but without feta. But no, I'm still going penne.
Moussaka that's been resting just long enough to cut that perfect square.
Oh, if there's vegan moussaka, that's coming in.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so let's, we'll go
Okay.
moussaka.
Okay.
Moussaka.
Shrimp scampi.
See ya.
I'm definitely allergic. It would
But
kill
we
me.
had shrimp scampi growing up all the time, and it was from, I remember, Sam's Club, and it was just a big frozen bag of like hard butter around and then
Would they throw it on the grill or
you
just?
just pop it on top of the oven, and then
Yeah.
I did used to like it.
So fond memory, but
Fond memory, but no longer.
Yeah. Let's see. Homemade meatballs that have been simmering in the pot since 7.
Oh, you're killing me. That's so nice.
Yeah, because it's not just the food. It's like
the smell. It's the way your house smells. Yeah, I'm still going moussaka, but that's nice. That's a nice smell.
Okay, we're reaching the end here. Second to last, baklava dripping in honey and loaded with walnuts.
Yeah. My friend Venetia, who you met maybe at the reading,
Maybe.
made her sister.
This is your friend who you made from church.
Exactly.
Yeah, at the very least, you spoke about
That's
her.
right.
Yeah.
I speak about her all the time, Tia. She's
You're doing
the
it
best.
right
She's
now.
doing it right now. I can't stop talking about it, Tia. Her sister made homemade baklava. It was delicious. No, I'm still going moussaka. I'm kind of a salty gal at the end of the day. I'm usually choosing salty over sweet.
Where are we at? What's the
Moussaka.
topic? Moussaka. Okay. And then last, I don't think this is making it. Tiramisu soaked in espresso by someone who knows what they're doing.
Gorgeous. I am still going to stick with moussaka, but my parents loved tiramisu, and my dad, anytime he saw someone at a restaurant he knew, would send them a tiramisu. Isn't that the coolest
That's
move?
some cool guy shit.
Yeah, it's just cool to send them a tiramisu. Because, we lived outside of Rhode Island, very close. Everyone, you're always running into someone.
Seekonk?
Seekonk, exactly. This guy.
Did
Come
it.
on, best
Did.
interview ever.
Best interview ever. It's fun. I've never said it like I was a 7-year-old or whatever.
Yeah.
Best interview ever.
What's the close? You look like a say, yeah.
Best interview ever. So the winner is the moussaka.
Moussaka.
Yeah.
Moussaka.
Moussaka.
There it is. The
Yeah,
emphasis
yeah,
is on the top there. Throw away the aka.
Throw away it.
Moussaka.
Moussaka.
I don't know. Now
Okay, so then we have a winner.
But a spread of all of those would be heaven.
It
that's
is
like
what we're talking about.
Exactly.
Yeah, that is especially if everything is 70% done and there's just the 30% to nibble on at the end of the night.
It's
That's
heaven.
what we're talking about.
Last night, it's so funny. My friend started picking at because I had like pastizo, and there were just little pieces left. And my friend started picking at it with his fingers.
Freaked you out?
No, it's usually would, but I was like, it warmed my heart. Because I'm like, there are these little tactile memories where I'm like, that's what you do with family, is you're like, you pick at food with your hands at the end of the night.
Right, because that's my fucking blood.
Exactly,
That's
and
my blood.
I was just so happy, and I was just sitting at this table being like, oh, this is, life changes, and being able to accept that, like, life changes, but it can still feel, like, you can still chase whatever that feeling is. It might look different, but the feeling of like, oh, I have this feeling of home, even though everything in my life looks very different. I'm home right now.
I have an older sister, and we were just talking yesterday about, and I find she's older, but I find that like the life advice stuff comes from me.
Totally.
And I was just telling her like, because she just had her first child, pregnant with her second.
Oh, congrats.
Might have to edit that out if
Okay,
she doesn't
yeah.
want me to, but she had her first child, and she is feeling the change. She lives in London. Things are just different. They're different. And I was like, Sam, we are the centermost part of the family tree now. Like, I know that that's hard to imagine because we loved our dad and we loved our traditions and we loved our life, but we actually make the rules now.
Yes.
And we can own that and lean into that and love it and make it what we make it, and that's actually really nice.
Yes.
And, for better or worse, and we're more intimately aware of this than, our friends lucky enough to have both their parents around. But it's like, sadly, these are, the stuff we put in stone now for the traditions we make and have, they're going to last, longer than what it is
in our past.
Yeah.
Totally. And my friend said this last night too, where he was like because life is, and he's older, so but he was like, because life is always changing. I was like, oh, it's sad, but he's like, yeah, but it makes me way more present in every moment because I know like this might look different next year, even without death or something. Just we are in a transitional period of our lives. People are having kids, people are moving, so just that helped me be like, oh yeah, instead of being scared that things are going to change, what if it's just like, I'm so stoked things are the way they are right now, and I'm going to really appreciate it because they might change. Yeah,
totally, really fucking beautiful.
Yeah. And that's for my graduation speech.
Yep, and that was J.K. Rowling. Okay, are they not on? No, they're here. Okay, so by accident, I think, where are we at now? Depending on when this comes out, 50% of my guests have dead dads.
Awesome stat.
So I kind of want to make an SNL 5-Timers Club map, but for the Dead Dad Club, which I'm inducting you in.
Thank you, I love that.
And I have a couple rules, but I was wondering if I can bounce them off you.
Please,
Maybe there are
please.
rules that we can come up with together.
Please.
Okay, so I have that it was probably founded by Abraham Lincoln's sons, probably.
Nice,
right?
and what a public way.
Yeah.
Everyone in the town knows they're getting a lot of pity looks.
Yeah, exactly. Like they needed it, and he had 4 sons, so I feel like they made that was probably the
they're
first.
so tall, so everyone's noticed. I mean,
One's name is Tad.
Oh,
that's rough,
tough.
and his older brother's Robert, and your name Tad.
Tad?
Come on now.
Yeah.
Anyway, they needed each other, so they made it. But now we make the rules. Okay, so rule number 1, hopefully you agree, everything is both deeply funny and very sad.
That's right.
Okay. 2, please keep your arms on the rest and hairy at all times.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
Perfect. Whenever someone asks what's the score, please promptly let them know the score.
Yep, great.
Okay?
By the way, I would add a little bit of an addendum. There does not need to be a game going on to ask that. There doesn't need to be you can ask that at any time.
At any time.
What's the score? You tell them the score. Yeah.
Yeah, and absolutely.
What score? We don't need to know that.
That's
not
the
a
point.
problem.
Yeah, that's not the point. There is a score out there.
There's a score,
and that's the beautiful part about it. And we could sort of relate to each other in that way.
Yeah.
Okay, if someone asks, mind if I put the game on? We of course don't mind.
And we go, why isn't it on?
Wait. The game started? I'm so sorry.
Yes.
What inning are we in?
Yes.
What quarter?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
etc. And with that in mind, during commercials, one must switch over to Seinfeld. We don't watch commercials.
Perfect.
We watch 5 minutes of Seinfeld.
Yes. Yes, while
Yeah.
your uncle is in the corner going, this is stressing me out. Can
Yeah.
we switch back
Can we-
to the game? Can we please
Halftime's
switch back to
over.
the game?
Halftime's
Halftime,
over.
but it's over.
Come on, Brendan, switch
Yeah.
the channel.
Yeah, good.
So that is that is those are the rules. Do you think I missed anything?
No.
Or do I cover all the bases?
I think that's really wonderful. And then, of course, I think you can end it with how you say I love you.
3 to 8 pats.
3 to 8, yeah.
Yeah,
I think
but
you can move up to 12 if it's a holiday.
Soft, but strong eye contact.
Strong eye contact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But soft gaze, strong eye contact.
Exactly.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think
so
that
3
could
to 8
be
pats.
3 to 8 pats, strong but soft.
Soft. Strong eye contact,
contact.
soft gaze.
Soft gaze.
Which feels like an acting exercise.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that pretty much covers it. Yeah.
Cool. Well,
yeah.
welcome to the Dead Dad Club.
It is an honor.
Hey.
Hey.
Proud of you.
No, they never say proud. Are you out of your mind? No, that's what the 8
Nah,
pat
that's
is.
cosplay. Yeah, that's.
Now that's wish fulfillment.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
The squeeze. You notice I gave the squeeze at the end?
Yeah, that's
not
I'm proud of you.
It's I love you. I love you. You're a good kid.
And I'm proud of you. All right, on that note, Alyssa, thanks so much for
Thanks
stopping
for
by.
having me and for all your wonderful questions. This was great.
It was a blast.
Can I take this to go?
Please.
And put it in the trash?
How sweaty do you want? How sweaty? Not a cheese cube touched. Not a cheese cube touched. All right, thanks so much for watching Best Interview Ever. Anything you want to plug before?
I don't know when this will be, but follow me on social and you can see when things are coming out. We got Hacks coming out this week. We got American Dad coming out next month. So
Speaking of dads.
speaking of dads, actually,
Maybe not.
I don't know. I think it's fine. Whatever.
What?
Follow me on social media. Alyssa Limp. You'll see all the updates there.
You freaking animal. All right, that's a wrap.
Yay! That
Thanks
was
so
so
much.
fun. You're so good at this.